The road less traveled. As a child, Lucas always dreamed of being an artist. He would spend hours drawing in his small room, sketching pictures of faraway places and people who lived in his imagination. But Lucas lived in a town where practical careers were valued above all else. Doctors, engineers, and lawyers were seen as the true successes, while creative pursuits were dismissed as hobbies. Art isn't going to pay the bills, his father would often say. You need to get a real job, something stable. Despite the pressure, Lucas kept drawing. He didn't understand why he couldn't simply follow his passion. Every time he picked up a pencil, he felt a sense of peace. But doubts crept in. What if my dreams aren't meant to come true? He thought, what if I'm just wasting my time? At 18, Lucas faced a crossroads. He had finished high school, and the world seemed to have the path laid out for him, the safe path, filled with promises of a steady paycheck, or the risky path, filled with uncertainty, but also the possibility of living his passion. His parents pushed him toward university, and his friends urged him to follow a more traditional route. But deep down, Lucas knew he had to make a choice that was true to himself. After weeks of sleepless nights, he decided to pursue his art. He enrolled in a local art school, knowing the road ahead would not be easy. The early days of art school were tough. Lucas was constantly faced with challenges. He struggled to make ends meet, often working multiple part-time jobs to pay for his tuition and supplies. His classmates seemed more talented, more confident. The thought of giving up crossed his mind many times, but every time he wanted to quit. He thought about the stories of famous artist people who had faced rejection and failure but had kept going. He remembered the joy he felt when he painted, the way it made him forget the world around him. That was his why. He couldn't give up now. Years passed, and Lucas's art began to evolve. He found his unique style, something that made him stand out in a world full of talented artists. Slowly, his work started to gain recognition. Small galleries began showcasing his pieces, and soon, he sold his first painting. It wasn't much, but to Lucas, it was everything. With each success, he realized something crucial. Success was not about how quickly he reached his goal, but about having the courage to stay on the path, even when it felt like no one believed in him. He had stayed true to his passion, despite all the doubts and setbacks. Years later, Lucas opened his own studio and began mentoring young artists. He shared his story with them, telling them that the key to success was persistence, and that it was okay to fail as long as you kept going. Lucas had learned that the road less traveled, the one filled with uncertainty, was where the most rewarding experiences lived.